everyone, welcome to another GF Racing video. Today we have the Manufacturers Cup 2026 opener, Road Atlanta, one of my favorite tracks, jumping directly into my fastest lap in qualifying. I choose to represent Mercedes AMG, driving with this beautiful AMG GT3 car. This is the best lap I'll get. It's the second lap during the qualifying. Nice and smooth here. Already gaining from the leader. Now here, maybe a small mistake. You can see that everyone for now is 120 until this Irishman did a way better lap with a 119.611, approaching the final chicane. We want to be nice and smooth, gain smoothly, and finish the lap in a crazy 1,000 away from the pole lap. The Irishman did a 19.611, I did a 19.612, and when I realized what happened, I decided to push for one final lap. I expected to be much faster than that because I had a couple 18s during free practice, and you can see that I'm really pushing 3 tenths down already. And as approaching that part of the circuit, I'm just breaking point and I ruined my lap right there. So we're starting P2, the very first race of Manufacturers Cup for 2026. After watching the intro of the Manufacturers Cup, we're now heading into the race, which was one of the craziest races I've ever been to. Here is the starting grid. The Irishman, Eds, Walker, starting from pole with Subaru XRX 3 car. Here is me with my GF Racing livery. Leave me a comment to tell me whether you like this livery or not. I made it all alone. Those are the colors I'm using in karting. Anyway, here's the start of the race. You can immediately see that I had a better launch from the Irishman, and I decided to push him all over the first lap until that big straight before the final chicane. He already did the mistake here, cutting the corner and getting himself the 0.5 time penalty as we're approaching that difficult part of the track to take right, especially on lap 1. We have the Irishman ahead with a penalty, and we're coming here to the worst for me part of the circuit. And as we're approaching here, I found myself on the wall just because I press the throttle too early, and I'm now down to P14 out of 15 drivers of that race who have already won DNF. And from fighting for the lead, now I'm fighting to minimize the damage. I was just about quitting this race, but then I remembered that I had no other choice because I had no other chance. It wasn't the last slot, but it was the last I could participate, so that hit me hard, and I tried to recover as fast as possible. We were already gaining from the drivers ahead as they battling hard to each other. I knew that there were many drivers I could overtake by the pace difference. I saw qualifying here, they touching each other, almost losing it myself. And as we're heading here to the double right corners, I decided to try overtake the Porsche in the first corner. I did it, and I braked a little bit late there to overtake the Ferrari. Small touch, nothing to worry about. Now trying to get the slipstream from that Ferrari ahead. Just about to serve a penalty, 4-second time penalty. Imagine what a penalty this guy had that I just overtook as well. Another yellow flag ahead. Porsche coming back on track on a dangerous spot. I could hit him there, but I decided to not risk at all and wait until I have the overtake done. Already P8. I earned 6 positions until the start of lap 3, and I'm now hunting that tennis driver with the Porsche, and I already know that I can do something with it. The gap from the leader is 12 seconds. It's okay when you have lost all this time on lap 1 and you have to fight to get back up there. Another mistake from me here, almost losing it again. Didn't learn my mistake. Thus I'm trying to respond to the Irishman for the first lap and show him, yes, I'm still here, I'm not done yet. That was the goal as well, and gaining the most positions possible. Here another mistake from Dan's driver, losing it, gaining another position for free, up to P7 already. And now that's the start of the lap 4. Driving behind, hunting me down, losing me there, starting to gain the lead. The Swiss driver, and start gaining the end from the French driver ahead, one of the many drivers with the Porsche car, the GT3 911. Another mistake from the driver there, which has a penalty. Another Ferrari with penalty. I don't know why all the Ferraris had a penalty in this race. And I'm gaining, I'm stuck into his slipstream until he serves the penalty, and now I'm stuck behind the Porsche, gaining, and here trying to overtake. No, I faked it. I faked the move, so I made him nervous. And you saw that he took all the wrong lines until here, stuck him behind, trying to go to the inside, pull a risky move here, and gain another position really quickly. At the start of lap 5, I'm already P5, another position. stops here. It's beginning of lap 7, and I just now respawned to the Harris first lap. I have already gained 1 second there from the leaders. Next lap, end of lap 7, starting lap 8, another fast lap for myself. The gap ahead is at 5 seconds now. Another driver pitted here, French guy, and it's my turn to go for my stop, as I did here a stupid mistake as I was entering the pit lane. Went for soft medium strategy. A great stop from the Mercedes boys, but that wasn't enough for me, as I had to ruin everything I had built to this point. So we begin lap 10 by giving ourselves a nice 3-second time penalty for cutting across pit lane, and I didn't realize at the time, but I was a bit surprised because I wasn't looking for the line, to be honest. So yeah, I'm already behind the French guy who was running P2 the whole race with his squad in P2, and I know that I'm done. Everything that I did here, a small mistake from French driver ahead. Everything I had built so far in the first half of the race, I thought it ended here. I was quite hoping for a podium at least, with pace ahead, but I let the French guy go away. So I knew I had the pace, but I didn't know how I would go with the medium tires. So we're coming here at the middle of lap 13. I have gained again against the French guy here. I proved that I had crazy pace during this race. And I'm just waiting for the 2 Germans, another guy in P4 and Spanish driver in P1 to come in for the stop. Guys had lost earlier in this race. Here we gain another position as another guy stopped here. So we are P6 heading down the Frenchman at lap 14. I know I was better, I knew I was better, I knew I was faster. I just had to came closer to him to really try this overtake. I really knew I had everything I needed here, and I was quite hoping that I was on the limit to gain and lap P2, why not? As I was coming super fast here, heading towards the big straight, back straight, where I had all the slipstream of the world in my hands here to try and cut that Frenchman and to try to pull a nice smooth overtake. You can see I'm not gaining enough for now. I'm moving faster than ever before. Here on the brakes, he does a little mistake. I did it myself and I spun out again. At that point, I was just sick of myself. I didn't know really what to say here. You see, everyone ahead beating. I could easily be now up in P2 if it wasn't for that stupid mistake of myself just catching those two German drivers to overtake them to gain P4, and as we now at the start of lap 20, the Frenchman and the Spaniard battling each other. But happened, you can see that the Frenchman did a mistake there, and I'm catching him back. I have another shot for the podium here, and I was quite hoping that I won't do another mistake, because I was really lucky here to have the chance. Not that I didn't deserve it, but all those mistakes weren't supposed to happen. I'm not supposed to do them. I have to be better and better all the time if I want to win. But here is my chance to go for P3 eventually. He's trying to force me as wild as he can to stick him right next to him. A small mistake here from my side gave him the opportunity to fight back, and we're side by side towards the final corner, touching all the grass there, almost losing it and hitting him. I almost hit him there, but stayed on his back, and we're heading towards the first chicane of the track, and from all the proofs I gave him, he gave himself a race-ending 0.5 time penalty that allowed me to just relax a bit, stick his toe. I was quite hoping that yellow flag here, it was one of the guys ahead, but I immediately understood that it was one of the back markers, and here I'm just as relieved as I can. I know that now I'm once again on the podium places. Not quite the gap you need heading towards the final lap, but that was something I could manage. I knew I was faster than him, so I wasn't pretty scared. Already over a second ahead of him. At the end of the lap, I had gained another second from him. The gap was up to 3 seconds, and we ending the race, that crazy race, with 3-second gap from the guy we overtook just a lap earlier, finishing in P3. Crazy start to this season. And now you can see my standings here. First on my secondary area, second on my main area, and P80 on the AMG standings, and P1514 in the world for the GT3 class. Next race is Dragon Trail Gardens, a track I don't know really well, and we'll close the video by showing you the full calendar of the championship. Until next time.